Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the YouTube Business Academy podcast. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of YouTube automation and discussing how you can start a channel that generates over $10,000 a month passively. Our guest today is my dear friend Hessel, a YouTube automation expert who has successfully built and monetized multiple channels using both browse and, most importantly, the search strategy, which we're going to be diving in this episode. In this episode, we'll be covering the basics of keyword research, finding opportunities to rank your videos, and creating consistent revenue streams. So, whether you're an aspiring YouTuber or a seasoned creator looking to up your game, this episode is a multi-listen. Without further ado, without further ado, let's jump into it. Hessel, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you? It's quite cold here. Yeah,
Good, good.
that's how I start
Have you been
always talking about the
have
weather.
you have you been doing ice baths or cold showers?
Yeah, I'm doing cold showers, but we talked about it last time. I've been to Finland like 2 weeks ago, and we did cold plunges in like 1 degree water, and now I'm doing it at
Yeah.
home, and it suddenly doesn't feel cold anymore. So that's interesting, but I'm still doing a good job.
That's what happens when you do ice baths in a cold lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good, good. All right. So let's jump into this episode today. And for those of you guys listening, Hassel and I, we've known each other for almost a year now, a little less. And we actually met through YouTube. It's a long story, maybe for another episode. But yeah, we met through YouTube. We became friends, and Hessel has, traveled to Finland. We've been, staying together for like twice now, so it's been pretty fun. And I've learned a lot from him. And I've invited Hessel today for a podcast episode to talk about how to start a $10,000 a month YouTube automation channel. Now, a lot of people, when thinking about YouTube, right, they think about who? They think about the Logan Pauls of the world, the Mr. Beasts and like those people, right? The big creators doing viral content and all that. But
hmm
there's actually another world of YouTube that not many people talk about, which is not so fancy, it's not so glamorous, but those people are some of the highest earners on YouTube. And that is the world of YouTube automation. Now, it's a very broad topic, this YouTube automation, and there are kind of two parts to it, the YouTube part and the automation part. But basically what it is you own a channel, right? And you have it automated or outsourced, right? A little bit two different things, but basically you have a team of people creating the content for you, the videos for you. Okay. So we're going to go now like more in depth into like how to actually start it step by step. So by the end of this episode, you listening right now and watching are going to have a much better understanding of what this is and how you can actually get started yourself. So, man, tell me, how did you get started with YouTube automation and where you are right now?
All right. So how I got started was back in 2020. In April 2020, I was 15 years old. Back in the day, and we all know what happened at the beginning of 2020. Everyone had a lot of spare time. I had a lot of spare time as well, so I decided to use that time and invested time into starting a YouTube channel. So I've already tried some other like side hustles before that. Didn't really work out. Drop shipping wasn't really for me. CPM marks, some other stuff. And then I discovered YouTube and YouTube search in particular. Like the term back then didn't even exist. What was a YouTube search channel? If you're talking about it, no one would know it.
Yeah.
But that's what I started. We'll later explain exactly what it is. But I didn't start by investing lots of money into it because I didn't have a lot of money. So
Yeah.
I started basically for free, just a few pennies here and there. I
Yeah.
mainly made the videos myself, right? So I invested my time. It's always a
Yeah.
question: do you have more time or money? I decided to
Yeah.
invest my time. So I started creating videos myself, search-based videos, and it took me 8 months to get monetized. That's first of all.
All right. All right. All right. All
Okay.
right. So let's pause here. Now you
Mm-hmm.
said I started creating search-based videos. Someone who is listening right now, they have no idea what's the difference between a search or a browse video. All they know is that there's this platform YouTube where you can post videos, and that platform is going to pay you money because that's how it works. So can you elaborate on what is a search video, what's a search channel, and what is the
Mm-hmm.
difference between like browse and search?
Yes, that's a good one. So to start off, a traditional YouTube automation channel. So generally, when people talk about YouTube automation, it's almost always a browse channel. This means that most of the views are coming through the browse algorithm. This can, for
Okay,
example,
so
be
what
a
is the
video.
browse?
Browse is the algorithm. For example, when you're on the homepage, you see a video, you click on that. That is browse. So that's the browse traffic source. So this can, for example, be a video, news related, something that just happened recently. A lot of people are interested in that. YouTube pushes those videos to audiences on YouTube. And that is basically the classic model of YouTube automation, where you outsource the video production and make faceless videos for the browse algorithm. With search,
Okay.
it's a bit different, right? Because with search, people are actively looking for something. So when you think
Okay,
about
so
it,
that's the
what are
biggest
people?
difference.
Yes, exactly. So if you think about it, what are people actively looking for? It's usually things that they have a problem and they want to solve that problem. This can be, for
Okay.
example, yeah,
So hold up. Before we go even further, I want to
okay,
just like elaborate on this point and go a little bit deeper and just explain it just one more time. So the difference between browse and search is that a browse channel or a video is the one that when you go onto YouTube, right, you are being served certain videos, right? The things you see
mm-hmm,
on the homepage, right? That is YouTube deciding what you might be interested in, right?
yes,
And then when you click on the video and you watch it, the person who posted that video, right? They're for them on their side, they're getting browse traffic, right? So
yes,
YouTube recommends these videos to people, right? And because it's recommended, we call it browse traffic, right? There's many different ways, recommended, browse, but just that's the way to look at it, okay?
yes,
Now, the opposite of that, like Hessel said, is search. So that is you going onto YouTube and saying, how to peel a potato, or how
mm-hmm,
to tie a tie, or, how to jumpstart a car. That was actually an example that I was looking up the other day, but, that's what it is, right? And that's the big difference, right? That's the main difference between search and browse. So in this episode today, and in particular what Hessel and I both are doing, is the search. We don't focus on browse at all. We don't care about YouTube pushing our content to bigger audiences and all that, right? All we care about is finding a topic, which we're going to talk about now in a second, how to do that, which we have the opportunity to rank for. Now, rank for means that we're going to be showing up on the first page, right? So think about Google. When you search for something, right, you never go past the first page. Same thing with YouTube. Ranking for a specific keyword means that when you post a video, you're going to be on that first page and you're going to be getting piece of the traffic,
mm-hmm,
aka when X amount of people search for that keyword, some of those people are going to click on your video, and when they click, you are going to earn a little bit of money. Okay, so that
exactly.
is the difference. So why do you do search? Tell
Okay,
me,
I'll just
what are
take
the
it a bit slower
benefits?
now, right? What
Okay,
are the benefits? Okay, why I do search is because, first of all, I discovered this like without really knowing a lot of alternatives. I just saw I could do it myself, creating those videos. Because, for example, imagine a video about, um, a video about Max Verstappen, like how many um houses he owns. I don't even know. Let's say you make a video about that. You need a scriptwriter, you need a good voice actor, you need the video editor and a thumbnail designer, and it all has to be crazy quality. It has to be really good. I cannot do that myself. So what I did, being broke, being 15-year-old, I started creating videos myself in niches, in formats where the quality didn't really matter. So I made a video. One of my first video was like how to how to delete your Instagram account. Like one of the first videos. Super easy. You can just get your phone, you can record it with your own voiceover. You don't need to have a fancy thumbnail. You don't need to have fancy editing. That's it. So that's first of all one of the reasons why I started. You can do it at
Mm-hmm.
scale. So audience doesn't matter. When people search for that video, let's stick with the same example, how to delete your Instagram account, they are only interested in that topic. They don't care about your channel. They don't care about the size. They don't care about who are you behind it. They don't care. They just
Yeah.
want a solution. So it's really scalable and you're really free in what you want to do, right? So you are
Mm-hmm.
not keeping an audience satisfied. But the
Yeah.
main advantage right now, why I stick with search, is the consistency. Imagine ranking for a topic that is so evergreen, such as how to delete your Instagram account. I mean, Instagram has been
Yeah.
around for years. Even in 5 years from now, people will still be interested in like how you can delete your Instagram account. So if you rank high
Yeah.
right now with a good video, you'll still be able to like get a piece of that traffic every single day. And that results in you making a little bit of money every single day. And that's what
Mm.
no other model can do. With a browse
Yeah.
channel, it's always like this and then it goes down. With anything else, and with search, you upload a video right now, even in 8 years from now, that video can still be making $2 to $4 every single day. And that is by far something that's just crazy to me. So I'm fully into this.
Yeah. I love that. Consistency is a huge part of search because, like you said, once you rank, you're just getting search traffic all the time, right?
Yes.
As with browse, you can be pushed by the algorithm, but then if the algorithm decides that you're no longer pushed, then your traffic dies, right?
Yeah.
And another big, big, big thing is the entry to barrier to create search videos is lower than with a browse video. So what this means is that competition is actually it's different, and in my opinion it's also lower, right?
Yeah.
The actual production value of your video. Because think about this. When someone is searching for how to delete an Instagram account, how to peel a potato, right? How to whatever X, Y, and Z, what is it that person is looking to get out of your video? Are they looking to be entertained? No.
No.
Are they looking to be inspired? No. The only single thing that they're looking for is to solve their problem. So if you know, or if you can organize a team of people
Mm.
who can be consistently making videos solving others people's problems, you're in for a treat. And that's why the production value doesn't matter. Most of the videos that, we produce are just screen recordings with a voiceover. You don't even need to show your face. That's why it's called faceless, right? Or not you, maybe like first you start yourself, but then you hire a team. And then it's like, hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to delete your Instagram account. The first thing you want to do is you want to navigate to the settings, then you want to click that, then you want to click this. You know what I mean? And that's it. You don't need to have any like fancy editing, pop-ups or text or whatever. That none of that matters. So that's also another big reason why I think search is so beginner friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like you said, consistency as well is super, super important. Now, let me ask you a question. So, if you had to boil down this YouTube automation and search to one thing, right? Like, what is the single most important thing when it comes to this like success?
Yeah, it's
What would you
keyword
say?
research. Being
Keyword
able to
research.
find the right keywords. I like to compare this to, for example, starting a web shop. You can start a web shop, you can build the website, you can set the infrastructure. But if you don't have any money for advertising, if you don't have any suppliers, you are not having a business, you're just having a website. And it's the same with the search channel. You can set up the channel, you can make as many videos as you want. It doesn't even cost money. You can make as many thumbnails as you want. But if you don't know the key factor here, which is keyword research, if you don't master that, you don't have a business, you won't rank, and you won't make any money. And that's what I see a lot of people making mistakes in. There are right now tons of search channels, or at least there were tons of search channels, people that thought This is easy. Let me try this. No
Yeah.
experience in keyword research, having actually no clue what they're doing, just getting some topics here and there, stealing some topics here and there, and they that can work like to some point, but it will never get you to levels where you can make over $10,000 a month or even like $5,000 a month. So if you really want to treat this like a business, I would advise you to also invest in the skills you need. And the most important skill there is keyword research.
Yeah. Keyword research is basically like finding opportunities where you can make a digital asset on YouTube that will rank and that will bring in consistent traffic, aka consistent revenue, right?
Mhm.
Opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities. Don't think that this is saturated. I mean, there are millions of keywords that you can do right now and you're going to rank for them. But the skill is, knowing how to sit down and how to go deep into the rabbit hole of figuring out, like, okay, which videos we're actually going to make. Because trust me, if you're going to make a video right now, how to delete an Instagram account, I
Yeah,
bet
good
you
luck with that.
money that video is not going to rank. Because
Yeah.
if you search on YouTube right now, how to delete an Instagram account, you will see like probably big channels, right, who have posted that video, for years now, who have hundreds of thousands of views. And so, yeah, you're just not going to rank. The competition is too high. However, if you go down into the deep, like the rabbit hole, and you find some application that is trending right now, or that has launched recently, for example, I was watching a video by Marek recently, and he talked about how he was one of the first people to make tutorials about the game Among Us, right? So there was a game Among Us. It just launched. It was hyping. Everybody was talking about it, and no one was really making tutorials about it. So he, in one day, made like 20 or 30 or 40 tutorials, right? Posted them, and those tutorials made him over like 500 or 600 euros. So how was that for a days of work, for one day of work? That's pretty good, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
so
Especially
so
because the
knowing
videos were free, right?
exactly, so knowing how to find opportunities, how to spot trends, and not even trends. Like, trends is good, yes, but you can go like deep down into the rabbit hole and like just go, like I saw how you were doing it. Like, you take one little thing and then you put it, and then you put a letter, then you start playing around, and you find a channel, and then you go like, it's just like and then you're like, oh, look at that, posted
Yeah.
2 months ago. This channel has 1,000 views. This video got 5,000. I can rank for this, and boom, you put it into a notepad, put it into Trello, gets automatically sent to a team in India or Philippines. And
Hmm.
the next week you have the video. It's being uploaded and has a thumbnail and everything, right? And then boom, you post that video gets posted.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is the next thing that we want to talk about. So, okay, now we figured out the most important thing, which you do right now, right? Which is finding opportunities, aka researching keywords. Now, let's put this next part into two categories, right? So, the first category is someone who doesn't have money and wants to start something like you did, making the videos himself.
Hmm.
And then the second category of people is those who have money to invest into a business, you know. So those two categories of people, right? Let's address both of them and tie it into this idea of building a team.
So building a
So
team,
you yourself, you started making all the videos yourself,
yeah,
and then when you made a little bit of money, you started reinvesting that money into the team.
basically, yes. Right?
Okay,
So you
got it.
just start making videos yourself. And I think the videos I made myself on my first channel are around 800, and I have almost 4,000 on the channel. So those 800 videos are still making me money right now. So that's cool to see. I mean, uploaded 3 years ago, really cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, that money allowed me to basically outsource myself because I was doing everything myself. So I found a video creator, I found a thumbnail designer, I set up a workflow. Eventually, I got the manager because I have a lot of channels in a lot of different languages, and that's basically how you expand. But that's what you do over time. You cannot do that from the beginning, especially when you don't have money, right? It's common
Yeah.
sense. If you don't have money, you cannot hire people. That's just how it
Yeah.
works. But if you do have money
Makes
right
sense.
now,
Yeah.
right? So if you do have money, you have to ask
Okay.
yourself the question: what is worth more right now, time or money? So, or like, what do you have more? Do I have more time or do I have more money? If you have more money, obviously don't create the videos yourself. That's probably not worth it. It's not worth your time. So start hiring people so you can still like make use of the opportunity and don't waste your time or don't spend all your time on this because it's easily outsourceable, right?
Got it. So let's talk a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more in depth here about, the person listening right now. You're like, okay, I have money. I want to start this YouTube automation business. Sounds
Oh yeah.
interesting. So how much do I need to invest into this? And what is the time frame? And like how many videos do I need to like post per week? And like how does it all look like,
Oh yeah.
Like step by step, like, okay, I have the money. This sounds amazing, this opportunity. How do I get started? How many videos per week? And how much money I need to allocate, per week, per month, whatever it is. What
Hmm.
do you say? What do you think?
If you start with the classic channel, what I would recommend, the classic search channel, which is like tutorials online that you can easily outsource. What I would start with is 20 videos a week. 20 videos a week for you to get experience in the world of keyword research. You can make your first mistakes, totally fine. But because there are 20 videos, you can spend quite a lot of time doing them. At some point, I did like 150 a week, so to give you some context. But just 20 videos a week when you're a beginner, that's good, just to get some experience. You can outsource them for around $5 to $6 per video, so that's not going to be crazy expensive. So you can basically play around, not spend too much money, and already get started with your channel. Then, based on the feedback you get, you basically see what are the results I get, what topics are doing good, what could I improve. um but it's hard to say like when to see like an exact when to see results from an exact number of uploads because it's different for everyone. Hope that makes sense, of
Hmm.
course. But usually it's not the fastest like model here. It's not the fastest way to make money. It's super reliable. Once you've set it up, it's like a gold mine. But you're not gonna like make $1,000 a month within 3 months. That's unrealistic. So please keep that in mind. It's going to take definitely half a year to get to a level like that, probably even more, especially when you're
Yeah.
starting from complete zero. Um, but if you're willing to put in the work right now, just do consistent keyword research, find a team, and that basically allows you to make money every single day from 6 months and onwards, then this could be a model for you, right? Did I miss
Yeah.
anything? Maybe.
I mean, dude, you're so on point, and what you just said is super important for those listening and watching. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay. Like we are warning you right now. If you're looking for something like that, then this is not for you. However, if you are willing to invest about $400 to $500 a month consistently for the next 6 to 12 months, and you are ready to see the results in, let's say, 12 months, right? If those are your expectations, then this is a business model for you. And
Hmm.
you know what's on the other side of this waiting game? On the other side of this is a digital asset that makes you money while you sleep. And I'm not
Oh yeah.
over exaggerating this. Like, this is, I've done a lot of businesses, online businesses. I've done drop shipping, drop servicing, affiliate marketing. I mean, you name it, I've done it. All roads lead to one thing online, and that is traffic, right? And tell me a better traffic source than YouTube. And tell me a better, even better traffic source than YouTube search.
People are
This,
literally looking for it. Yeah.
yeah, like this is an unprecedented opportunity. Like we see crazy results. Like, I mean, I, I can't explain how, crazy this is. So if you are patient, if you are able to, invest consistently over a period of time and be patient to wait for the results, you are going to be sitting on a digital asset that makes you money while you sleep. And like we said in the beginning, this thing is consistent. It's not like the video spikes up and then it dies. Oh no. Once it ranks, it keeps going like a train. It doesn't stop. Like that.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about YouTube automation. This is the overview, right? This is, there's obviously a lot more that we can go much more in depth, but, we can't cover everything in one episode. Make sure that you subscribe to this show. Um, if you're listening, also make sure to check out the links down in the description. We have a free Discord community. We also have a complete YouTube automation blueprint that you can check out with a link down in the description. And also, you can contact Hessel via his Instagram. He offers some mentorships about YouTube automation, about search specifically. So yeah,
Mhm.
check out the program, message Hessel. And with that in mind, we want to thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.